Hey guys, back from the nest, and today I'm bringing another episode of Minecraft proper. So, I know we went off to a little bit of a false start there, but hopefully we've got a better world here to play in. Alright, so it's certainly no spruce forest, which, it's a spruce forest. So it's certainly no, super heavy spruce forest, for spawn, but that's good, because I'm not gonna lie, as much as I like that biome, I do, personally at least, prefer I prefer having like a large variety of biomes rather than a sort of concentrated single biome. I like to have, like, you know, we got some plains going on here, a bit of a birch oak forest, some oak stuff, a really nice river. It's always nice to be next to a water source like this for, like, a bridge or whatever you want to have. Like a fishing area. You gotta have variety. It's an important thing. Like, all this is very nice. So, I shouldn't come into this so nonchalantly. It's gone. The Minecraft, the thing we were doing earlier, the thing with the house, the model of my house that we had just finished, that's gone. My bad. It was quite stale, though. And this is nice. This area is nice, right? So let's just live here. In fact, look, we've got this little inlet pond here. Let's do something with this. Well, let's just live here. There's no reason to fret. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so what I've gotten so far is just some basic stone tools and a furnace and a crafting table. So now we're gonna start cutting down some trees to get a house started. So, trying to hold a conversation here, it felt quite easy. Like I had all these stories to tell in when we were playing Hypixel. But I feel like all I ever want to talk about in survival is just like what I'm gonna do next progression-wise. But it's just like that's not very entertaining for anyone to watch. It's just like, okay, now I'm gonna do this and then do it, and then now I'm gonna build this thing and this part of this thing, and then I do it. That's pretty unentertaining, to be completely honest with you. So, as a solution to that problem, I have devised a plan, and when I say that, I'm completely lying. I have no plan. Alright, that's really bad. In a few days, there's a likely chance. It's likely I'm gonna get sick in a couple days, and so I won't be able to record a video then, because I'll probably just be lazy and watch a bunch of YouTube and Netflix in bed for all day, which I apologize about. So I don't know why I lagged so hard in front of those zombies just now. I'm gonna go ahead and look into that, and while I'm at it, I'm gonna go put my skin back to what it normally is. This was a test to see what it looked like in game, because it never looks 100% accurate on the app. And it looks not bad, but it's not the look I'm going for. So I will be right back. And during that time period, feel free to do whatever. It'll only be a half-second period for you guys, because it's going to be edited down. I'm going to go try and make that lag disappear, so I can actually play the game. Okay, so we are back. I have not, unfortunately, figured out what was causing that lag. So I'm going to... Everything is set to, as much as I can tell, everything is set to be optimal. I think it's probably because I'm currently... Alright, let me fix my chair. It's probably because I'm currently going through the process of, like, what's it called? Processing processing the Hypixel video, which will go up before this video, so you guys are gonna know what I'm talking about if you watch them in succession. You don't need to watch the Hypixel episode to understand this episode, but a few references might be made, because I only recorded it last night. So, I think as long as we're here, we might as well... First off, underground base in this. I've been in a huge funk lately about building above ground bases. Like, everything I feel I've been building lately has just left me, like, unimpressed with myself, which has upset me greatly. And it's been hard on my mental state, like, and my ability to do Minecraft on YouTube. It's left me with a sour taste in my mouth for the game. And so I recently went into a semi-competition with a friend of mine, a little cousin of mine, who we were playing Minecraft. He challenged me, thinking I could not possibly build an underground base better than his. And as you all know, pettiness is the world's best motivator, so I built something I was actually proud of for once. And what I'm thinking is possibly building that in this as an end game kind of thing. Not terribly end game, but I think we flush it out more as time goes on, because some of the stuff is a little harder to get, but the actual base itself isn't that like complicated. We are possibly gonna have to compromise and use spruce wood floors instead. I don't like compromise, alright? We all know this. We might end up using spruce wood floors instead of dark oak wood floors, but it's not, I don't like compromising on builds because it's possibly gonna make them end up looking worse, but dark oak and spruce both look good as floors as long as the walls aren't also one of those two woods. Like, dark oak wood floors, just, it's thrown off by when you have spruce wood walls. Same with spruce floors and spruce walls, and spruce floors and dark oak walls. When you have two of the same in one base, it throws off, like, like, contrast of it, because they're so similar. But if you have spruce wood floors and stone brick walls, for example, I think that can turn out looking very nice. Alright, yeah. For some reason, interacting with mobs, like killing pigs, and I will leave one alive. Actually, no. This particular group of pigs is gonna die completely because I saw another one over there, another grouping, and they will be the ones to survive, because I want to make a pig farm at some point, but not currently. Now, I know with underground bases, similar with my old personal save, with my old personal save, I had a farming area made of, like, bio rooms, like fake outdoors, grass floors, and, like, terracotta, light blue and white walls to simulate the outdoor sky. I had sort of an idea like that. Whoa, geez. Well, that came out of nowhere and was very sudden and equaled my death. Luckily, from our spawn, we can quite easily just follow the river from, back, because the river leads directly to our house. Which is why I think that at our house, we should build sort of like a little hut outside, probably. Oh. Well, this is nice to have. It's nice to know that the river... Okay, this river is very nice. Not only does it lead me directly back to my house, or at least I think it does. Not only does it... yeah, it does. It goes around this hill, though, is the difference between what I thought. It goes... Okay, so if I follow the river, it is a bit of a roundabout way, because you have to go through there and all the way around this big hill rather than just cutting across it. But this river, if you follow it along, which in a boat wouldn't be that big of a deal because it goes a little faster. If you follow this river all the way along, it brings you down to here, and if you follow it just a tad bit further, it brings you to this little this little reverse peninsula, this little inlet here of water, and this takes you directly back to where we're going to be living, to our house. I'm going to go ahead and take it as it is and say that it's true. So this is going to be our mine. At least for the first part of the game. I say that because it's not entirely unlikely that this cave might end up being a bust. Something like this that can appear to be very good and useful at first can oftentimes end up being a little empty and shallow. And I know this sounds like I'm trying to make I know it sounds like I'm trying to make like a reference to someone in real life, like they can sometimes actually be empty and shallow. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. What I mean, quite literally, all I mean is that a cave, when you look at it, can sometimes turn out to not be as in-depth as you thought it was at first. And it's annoying because then there aren't as many resources in it, and you end up having to either strip mine or find another cave, which luckily for you, luckily for the series, and for me, especially, I am, somewhat of a divining rod for caves in this game. Whenever I play survival with my friend, he always follows me around when I go mining, and I'm like, stop, it's my stuff. I'm the one who dug this entire tunnel. And I find caves, man. It's a gift. I mean, it's not that hard for anyone to find caves, to be honest. You just go... If you can't find one on the surface, you just go around and dig around in a big... go down to, like, level 11 and dig a giant square out of the earth. And you're likely to find a cave using the process of elimination. The bigger the square, the more likely you are to find some form of cave down there. And that's also a good way to find diamonds, is just digging a giant square on level 11. Because that is the level in which they spawn, and if you dig a giant square from level 0 up to upwards, or just go down to level 11 and start digging around in a big square, you're likely to find diamonds, because that is the level they spawn at. I mean, you're as likely as you are to find diamonds just when you're strip mining, but at least this way you also get cobblestone, which, if you need cobblestone, that's good. In my personal save, I had a problem that I remember Pathfinder running into, in that we had a bunch of chests just full of cobblestone because we did not have enough space. We were building underground bases at the time. At the time when I was building in my personal save, the underground base that I was building at the time. At the time that I was building it, I was the same time in Pathfinder series that he was building an underground base as well. Very different underground base, very different designed, but it was similar in the fact that it was underneath the ground, which was cool for me because I felt a part of a series more than I do when I just watch a series, which was cool for me as a viewer. But I ran into the same problem that he did, in that I had just chests and chests full of cobblestone and granite and that kind of stuff. Just chests full of it, and I had nowhere to put it, and I had nothing to use it for until I started building a giant room underground, in which I used the materials from the cobblestone I gained from that. Oh, and I also used it up a bunch when I was building a giant stone brick tower. I was building a giant room underground with stone brick walls, and then I was also building a giant tower above ground, which you saw, because I believe it was in a quick recap of a video. That I would have built it in a video, but for one, it took multiple days, so I would have had to edit together multiple recordings. And two, I didn't know how to speed time lapse at that time. Like, I only knew how to do jump cuts, and just barely had figured out how to do transitions. and I know how to do that speed up thing now. And if I had sped it up, just lightly, very lightly sped it up, and added some like overlay music from YouTube's music thing, from YouTube's music library, I could have made a cool little video, cool little build video. Now, I will be right back, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick jump here, where my little brother just came up from downstairs, and my mom already went to bed. So I'm gonna put my little brother to bed. I can say that truthfully and honestly. I quite much so. I am one of the people out there who quite thoroughly enjoys this game. Now, unfortunately, I have terrible memory. My computer has fine memory. Quite good, actually, even. My body, however... Oh, my body doesn't have a terabyte. It doesn't even have a gigabyte. I have, like, maybe 40 megabytes of memory in my body. So, I can't remember what we were supposed to be doing. The video is going to end soon, and I'm going to edit it down to hopefully 20 minutes. I could not manage to get the Hypixel video down to 20 minutes. I think I got it to like 30 and some minutes instead of 20 and some minutes. As long as the first number is a 2, it's fine. But the Hypixel video had a lot of good, like a lot of content in it that held my interest, which normally watching videos of myself is not interesting or fun. There's another cave there. By the way, so go give it a try. If you can't stick with it, that's fine. I mean, there's plenty of other things to watch. But, go give it a try. I think it's pretty good. And I am going to send you off with that and leave this video here. 50 minutes and 5 seconds recording time. There's going to be some editing that goes into this, certainly. But, for the most part, I'm probably going to leave it unedited. I mean, it's going to be pretty heavily edited compared to no editing, but it's not going to have a huge amount of overlays and cool death counters and things, because I'm not that fancy of a creator yet. I am not a that adept at this game just quite yet. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a chest and crafting table. First things first, a chest and a crafting table in the mine as my sort of mine and crafting mine, chest and crafting table, and eventually I'm gonna get a furnace here as well to use, and then I'm going to put this wood in there. I'm going to get all of this oak wood and turn it into my wood to use in the mine, and now we are gonna go mining. So I'm going to leave this video here. This is Hayden, signing off, and I will see you in the Skyhawklings. Remember to spread your wings, and of course, stay awesome. Bye.